When I was growing up, my dad was always inventing things. He'd say, "For my next $1,000,000, I'm going to invent a machine that makes beds." Needless to say, he's still waiting for his first million. But that's what this country is about: innovation and out of the box thinking. In the late 1800s and the early 1900s, the U.S. experienced a wave of entrepreneurs anxious to make their mark on America. This is the subject of today's presentation. Technology and Industry in the late 1800s. This is from Chapter 9 in your Orange Book, Section 1. The goal we're going to address today, of course, is the first goal, or the first objective in Goal 5. Evaluate the effects of rapid industrialization on urban life. The essential questions we'll answer are: how did industrial development affect life in the 1800s? What were the major inventions, innovations, and entrepreneurs of the time period? And how did industrial leaders accumulate wealth and power and justify their means? The USA in the late 1800s becomes an industrial leader, becomes the largest producer of goods in the whole world. Why do you think this was the case? There are many reasons. Among those, we had an unlimited labor force. There was a large number of immigrants coming into the country, and they provided hard-working and cheap labor. We also had an abundant coal supply, which was great for manufacturing. We had iron mines, and Edwin Drake discovered oil in the United States. In addition to that, as we talked about in the last goal, the railroad had made huge changes in this country. The government did not have a large response to this incredible development that was taking place. The government maintained a laissez-faire policy. That means hands off. They did not intervene or try to regulate business a whole lot. However, they did put high tariffs on foreign imports, and these tariffs protected American industries because it made American products more affordable. Also, we had public financing of railroads and other big businesses. I'm going to talk about, for the next couple of minutes, some of the most significant inventors and their innovations in the late 1800s. What happens is we see an explosion of inventions taking place at this time. For example, the telephone is invented by Alexander G. Bell, and this greatly improves communication, as we know. The light bulb was invented by Thomas Edison. It improves the standard of living for many people, also allows us to be more productive because we can work later in the day. We no longer have to stop working when it gets dark. Electric power. This is the development of Nikola Tesla. He discovered AC power, which also improves the standard of living. Henry Bessemer created the Bessemer process, and this was the process of removing impurities from iron to make steel. And of course, once we have steel, refined steel is very strong. We're able to build better buildings, stronger buildings, also taller buildings. The typewriter, which was invented by Christopher Sholes. This creates work for who, do you suppose? Also, we have the invention of photography. This is George Eastman. He invented the Kodak camera. You may know of the name Eastman Kodak. It's a company based in Rochester, New York. But it makes it possible for anyone to take pictures. The phonograph, this is an invention of Thomas Edison, allows us to play music for entertainment. And also, Edison invents the motion picture, which provides us with entertainment. Nikola Tesla, after he discovers AC power, also invents the radio, which improves our communications and provides entertainment for many people. Also, George Westinghouse figured out how to transmit electricity over long distances. In the next video, we'll talk about entrepreneurs and their businesses that changed the world.